Every time he checks into a hotel, he sets up his own little security system, a glass balanced on the doorknob and a pot lid placed right by the floor. If anyone tries to come in, he'll hear it instantly, doesn't matter how expensive his phone is. Once he makes a call, he smashes it and flushes it down the drain. Why? So no one can track him. Even when he sleeps, he sets an alarm for every 30 minutes, just to make sure he doesn't get murdered in his sleep. This guy isn't paranoid, he's a professional. He's not just any assassin. He's one of the best. And today's target? A billionaire. The plan is simple. Get inside the building, wait for the guy to show up, take the shot, and disappear. But then, a woman walks into the frame. Curvy, confident, and standing right in the line of fire. He can't get a clean shot. Finally, the billionaire steps into view. Now's the time. But he checks his watch. Heart rate's at 65. Not the optimal shooting zone. Still, he can't wait any longer. He pulls the trigger. Missed. Goes for a second shot, but the curtains are already drawn. Mission failed. He doesn't panic. He packs up fast, grabs the shell casing, and bails. Hops on his electric bike and peels out before the cops show up. Tosses mags, drops gear, cuts through alleys, dodges patrols, and even chucks his helmet into a river. T8 dingy bathroom near a convenience store. He scrubs himself clean, shaves, changes clothes, sprays cologne to mask any trace of scent, then flags down a cab and heads to the airport. Just before going in, he ditches his last gun in a trash bin. Even now, he's worried the K9 units might still pick up his trail. He locks eyes with one of the dogs. Not good. Steps out of line, heads to the bathroom, washes his hands 10 more times, and even tosses his watch in the sink just to be safe. Using a fake ID, he buys a new ticket and finally clears security. He calls his handler to report the failed job. They're pissed, obviously, but they tell him not to worry. They'll handle it. Call ends. He pops out the SIM card, crushes the phone, and tosses it. Even on the plane, he's scanning the crowd, and sure enough, he spots a guy watching him. Shady, silent, too interested. Then again during the layover, same dude. And again at the next gate, he ditches the flight altogether and decides to spend the night at the airport at the hotel. He orders a steak, but doesn't touch it. As soon as the waiter leaves, he locks the door, puts the glass on the doorknob, tray lid on the floor. Same setup. If anyone breaks in, he'll hear it. He even keeps the steak knife within arm's reach, just in case. That night, nothing happens. Next morning, he checks for signs of an ambush. Nothing. So he heads out, boards the plane, and arrives at his destination without any hiccups. He finds his old pickup truck, starts driving. But even then, he keeps changing his route, never takes the same street twice. Eventually, he reaches a hidden safe house, tucked away from prying eyes. Just as he's about to scan his fingerprint to get in, he spots something in the dirt, footprints that someone's been here.